Kid and the Knights of the Round Table.
Kiff points.
Beer guy.
What is that? Holy Night, Silent Night? It's quiet. Anyways. So, happy Tuesday. Welcome, Snowpocalypse, to the Midwest.
Wisconsin is closed.
Yes, the governor has issued a state of emergency for all of us. So be safe, be warm, don't go do stupid shit, and if you do, die with a smile on your face.
This.
Yeah, like a squirrel. Do squirrels freeze? Like, does it get so cold that a squirrel's like,
I mean, maybe
plucking them out of the tree like nuts?
maybe a wet hand or something, or maybe his cojones stuck to the ground.
Does that really happen?
Well, I mean, you ever stuck your tongue to a pole?
Nope, because I'm smart.
Right. Well, squirrels climb said things to get at food.
That's true.
So, just thought.
Keep your critters safe.
And if you got dangly ball-having squirrels, keep them inside.
Oh, we don't want any loose nuts running around.
No.
So,
No.
on the force closed. On the 11th of January, MC Zulu joined us for what I feel was a wonderful interview. Now, yes, I am biased. However, it was, I don't know, very moving. It was a great conversation. I'm very honored to be able to still have communication with someone that I looked up to when I was younger, but he followed the rules. So when we do these shows, these are for you. So anytime we make a video and we feature new music and we have a band on, we edit these and give them to said band or performer, artist, etc., so that they can post it on their social media. This is two things. This helps promote the artist on a free platform, as well as create metadata for both the artist and ourselves, allowing people to find you more easily because the search criteria is there. So he posted our stuff on his website, mczulu.com, and the blog spot he wrote with our information was wonderful. This just came out. Today's the 29th, yeah? This is so relevant. It's now. Kurt Lorder would be like, do-do-do-do-do. Letters in the air with little satellite dishes and shit. Anyways.
Smiling, telling you Biggie Tupac are dead.
Yeah, like this. Flat line. We announced the world this evening. Anyways, so mczulu.com, he wrote this. It was moving. I might cry. It was very well done. So this is a situation that's going to happen in the life of every artist. When you are on your way up, you'll meet random people. However you treat them at that point is going to have an impact on you years later. A long time ago, I used to play with a group known as the Drastics. They toured the United States and Canada, building up a significant following. Their musical repertoire ranged from ska to jazz, but was centered on dub. Shouts to Fada Dugu for inviting me to play with them. During one of our shows at a college in Wisconsin, I remembered a bright-eyed kid asking a lot of questions about our varying lineup, the meanings of the songs, the twists we were putting on traditional ska, etc. She was really interested in the music, which is rare in the Midwest, so Fada and I stayed behind to answer everything. That same young lady would go on to brand herself as Jess The Ska Kid. Fast forward some years later, I put off touring to raise kids and the scene changed. Although I've been places and done great things, the music industry was essentially collapsed. Let's face it, putting aside the expected reduction in my own popularity, I'm returning to a barren wasteland as far as opportunities are concerned. My new strategy is to go around the industry directly at fans, no matter where they may be. re-enter Jess the Ska Kid with an innovation to appear on her daring Wayne's World-styled home show. She explains that after helping build the radio station at the same Wisconsin school, I'm so flattered I can't even fucking read. I'm Mike tonight. There was a new management coup. Instead of begging and holding on, she struck out on her own. She didn't know what to expect, but handled issues like Facebook Live, copyright muting, in stride. The show is now booked a full year in advance, with even internationally touring bands adding her as a stop. All things mimic the cycle of life and death. The music industry is no different. It was always this predatory and destructive element. However, I do not mourn its destruction. The ones who rise through its rebirth will be in a unique position to create life-worthy opportunities. I'm putting my money on people like Jess the Ska Kid. Thank you, MC Zulu. And I challenge you all who pay attention and enjoy this show, if you have such a critique to write, good or bad, if it is very well written and has a nice prose, I will read it, even if it's like she sucks balls. But if it's written politely, where there is metaphor tied in, colors where you can see these things happening, I will read them on the show. Because I am transparent and believe that your opinion is yours and your perspective is such that why should I block and mute that? I don't really delete comments unless it's super targeted in a ridiculous way. However, nobody has ever dared yet cross any lines. So, good job. Because I see a lot of other things in these groups I'm in. It's just mindless kid, pithy banter that makes no sense. It's just conjecture. So-and-so blocked me, and so-and-so stole my idea, and so-and-so is in this band who won't let me play with this band. Shut the fuck up. Y'all get cookies and beer because you're grown. Go away and do your own damn thing. It's like siblings. Don't annoy each other. Leave each other alone. Go do something by yourself. Okay?
You know, it does bring me to a question, though. Do you think that that's the right metaphor for it? Is the scene dying in your eyes, or is it just taking a stagnant turn because nobody's really leading the way right now? And I don't mean nobody's leading the way, but there isn't a...
So, and yes, I'm going to be so bold as to say this, all genres of music currently, it would seem, have tried to become industrialized, meaning within a certain parameter, fit into that cookie cutter mold of whatever genre they're ascribing themselves to. Which is why I very much enjoy this show, because we've had so many different people and different styles of music come across our plate. Our round table has become this diverse, like a coral reef, little amalgamation of different groups who have the same purpose. I think that it has been corrupted. The scene, I mean. You have this push to want to be popular, and we're doing everything in cookie cutter little shapes, when in all actuality, you have to circumvent the system. The systems in which we want to operate in and the paradigm that is the musical industry is killing art, because it is taking away the creative motive for artists. Those who we've heard that are really, really good, where have they gone? Listen to bands like Spatola. Listen to bands like the Royal Blue. No one would know about them on main radio stations unless what happened? They decided to fit into a parameter that they're not willing to do. So I think true art has kind of been suffocated because we have become a culture that likes regurgitation. We've become little baby birds. Please throw up in our mouth, it's good. Fuck off! Become a mammal, drink some milk, and evolve your own taste. I'm using a lot of metaphor. It's cold. We got cabin fever. Anyways.
Birds are gross.
Thoughts?
Birds are gross.
Do you have an opinion?
I like cookies.
I do. I mean, Right now, there isn't one main band that I even like that's really leading or is like just, it's kind of like there's a lot of stuff that's different right now, and it doesn't, in my opinion, it doesn't really fit. So it's just kind of like, it's dying off a little bit, but I'm sure it won't die off forever. I mean, there's got to be some new band or a band that is doing something now to like recreate their sound and like, I don't know, make the scene here in Kenosha more worthwhile than it has been, a few years.
You went on a very small scale.
Because that's where he wants to see his music. Right here.
Right here? I guess, I don't know, I think way bigger than that. And only because it's like the butterfly effect. And I didn't really believe, like I watched that movie when I was little and I was like, but then when you actually start to study what that philosophical ideology is, and if you don't know, it does tie into like karma and Buddhism, which would not hurt you to educate yourself on a little bit. They're not bad principles, but what we do here is history. And what we're doing is we're giving a face to something. When everything else, you got MTV, we'll take that for example, whose sole purpose was to be a platform like this. Couldn't do it.
What did that stand for again?
It hurts. It hurts. We saw a girl in the mall do that. She Googled, what does she voice spoke into her phone. The kids, our whole family stopped and looked at her, and I was like, what the fuck? We gotta go. And the kids looked up at me and they're like, Mom? And I'm like, no. Kip's like,
divert your eyes, children.
It was sad. But you have that major syndicate whose sole purpose was to bring people music. And what happened to it? Oh shit, we get more ratings when people watch each other devolve into this like sub-humanoid group. Here's Real World and Road Rules and so-and-so fuck so-and-so. Snooki. A Snooki is getting laid, right? That's not a name. Sorry, I'm a bitch. You've tanned too much. Please let your hair grow to a normal color. All of the chemicals have preserved you to cancer. But these things, those things are what I think that's killing us. That's killing music. That's killing art in general, because this music show is far more than just music. It is an art platform, because during that interview, like Zulu said, the sounds that are produced in certain areas that have certain vibrations react to your body and your brain differently. You feel and emote and think and process. You listen to classical music and parts of your brain will work differently because it's processing at a higher cognitive level. So we don't do that anymore. We don't value intelligence or constructive thought.
No, my favorite answer from everybody that you ask, well, what kind of music do you listen to? And everybody says the same fucking thing now.
Everything?
I don't know, I listen to everything.
We've had everybody, though, on this show so far not say that. They all can pick out something that influenced them.
Yeah, it takes some coercing, though, still on a lot of levels. Because they'll come in and immediately, throw out, well, I listen to ska or punk, and then you have to, chime in and be like, well, okay, so what does that mean to you, though? Because what level is that?
But that's because art itself has been stripped away, and no one can critically think. They don't expound
that's
upon
exactly
their
what I
answers.
mean.
Expound is a word.
I hate that people stop using that as a fucking answer and just pick one. You clearly on your playlist before you left your house or wherever the fuck you're at with your music, you pick something, you know what you listen to.
It's kind of like when I'm at work and I'm a dick and they're like, I want a job. What kind of job? Anything. I will respond, well, I can't type anything into the search and find you a job. So what specifically are you interested in?
You know what? That's what this show is the genre of anything music.
We are everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I listen to a little bit of everything. Well, there you go. Boom.
Oh, you got that Jess The Ska kid? That shit lit! Anyways, tonight though,
Not
speaking...
as much as some people we know, though.
What? I don't know. I don't know what that means.
It went over. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. So,
The snow removal?
we have new music for you this evening. I got it. And, Blanco Nino. Should I say it whiter? Blanco Nino?
Yep, y'all got that Blanco Nano?
Blanco Nino will be here on Thursday night. I find their name in and of itself creative. We're going to play Cure for a hangover. Hey, you heard it here first.
Should have had them in the taco cook-off.
Blanco Nino will be here Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 9 on the East Coast, 6 Mountain Time. Wait, right? 7 Mountain Time, 6 Pacific Time.
That was very specific.
I was trying to be. I'm learning things. Yay, maps! Read your map! But speaking of reading, guess what? Mike's gonna read, it's time for Mike to read.
We don't need a theme song for that. That's a terrible idea. Stop it now. That's
That'd be
awful.
a great idea.
That would be it. No.
It spins in the center.
Oh, all right. On this day in music history, in this awful attempt at reading, January 29th, happy birthday to Sasha Distel, 1933, does not say where from. James Jamerson from the Funk Brothers, 1936.
Sorry. You fed me whiskey.
Oh, that explains a lot of this. Moving along. Tony Blackburn from UK DJ, 1943. Andrew Log Oldham, producer and manager, 1944. David Byron from Urahi, 1947. Tommy Ramone from the Ramones, 1949. Louis Perez from Los Lobos, 1953. Rob Manzoli, Right Side Fred, 1954. Dave Baton Power from James, 1961. James? I'm going to need to look that up.
I don't know.
That's just random.
Yeah.
Eddie Jackson from Queenshire, 1961. Pauline Henry, 1961. Marcus Veary from Living in a Box, 1961. Roddy Frame from Aztec Camera, 1964. Adam Lambert, 1982. And Reagan Bone Man, 1985. I don't know who the fuck that is.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't. Chart news, 1969, Fleetwood Mac at number 1 on the UK charts with Albatross. 1972, The Concert for Bangladesh. That's a great festival. What was his name was there? I can't think of his name. That George Harrison became friend. Ravi Shankar. That's what that was all about. Him and George Harrison put something together for that, and amongst other people. At number 1 on the UK album charts, featuring Bob Dylan, Ringo Starr, Billy Preston, Eric Clapton, Ravi Shankar, and members from Badfinger. 1977, Rose Royce at number 1 on the US singles charts with Rose Royce with Car Wash. There should be a little... Yep. 1979, Rod Stewart at number 1 in Australia with Daya, I'm Thinking I'm Sexy, which was mistranslated and was supposed to originally mean Daya, Think I'm Sexy.
Like, do ya?
Right. But it's not. It's a D-A-Y-A, not do ya.
Right.
Right.
Gotcha.
Okay. 1982, Shakin' Stevens at number 1 in the UK charts with Oh Julie. 1983, Men at Work at number 1 in the British and American singles and album charts simultaneously with Down Under and A Business as Usual. Terrible. 1989, Mark Ullman, Gene Pitney at number 1 on the UK singles charts with Something's Gotten a Hold of My Heart. 1996, George Michael at number 1 on the UK charts with Jesus to a Child. 2005, I don't even know who that is. You got that word? Sierra featuring Petey Pablo at number 1 on the UK charts with Goodies. This is all too new. 2006, Arctic Monkeys at number 1 in the UK album charts with Whatever People Say, I Am That's What I'm Not. 2009, Kelly Clarkson made the largest ever leap to number 1 on the US chart history, rising 96 places with My Life Would Suck Without You. Just like that, great. Gig News 1966, John Mayall and Junko Partners were at, Jesus Christ, tongue tire here, at Club A Go-Go, Newcastle upon Tyne. 1967, Jimi Hendrix and The Who appeared at the Sayville Theatre in London, England. 1968, The Who, The Small Faces, and Paul Jones appeared at the Town Hall in Wellington in New Zealand. 1968, The Doors appeared at the Pussycat A Go-Go in Las Vegas. 1975, the Mahasavinu Orchestra was at the City Hall in Newcastle upon Tyne. 1980, the Ramones and the Boys played the City Hall in Newcastle upon Tyne. Apparently that place was fucking hopping.
For real.
All on the same date, different years. Right? That's crazy. 1995. I don't have that one either.
Susie?
Susie?
Because the
Susie?
Susie and the Banshees.
That is not how you spell that.
it is if you're Native American.
And Disco Inferno played at Mayfair, Newcastle upon a Tyne, which was another year, but not the same. That one was in 95, not a zero. 1942 in music news, BBC Radio aired a new program, Desert Island Discs, presented by Roy Ployme.
I'm not your phone a friend, man.
Well, I can't enunciate it.
Plumley.
Plumley, which went on to become the longest running UK radio show. Yet it doesn't say how long.
It's true.
That was a lot of information.
It was.
That was a lot of hard words.
Yeah.
This has been on this day.
It's not as good as the soapbox rant, but
What is it? What was that? Something Palatine? What the hell was the name of that place that you just kept repeating over and over again?
oh, Newcastle upon a Tyne.
Newcastle upon Tyne. The Mayfair Newcastle upon Tyne.
Upon Tyne. It's weird. It's hyphenated
Where the fuck is this?
in Newcastle, England.
Newcastle. I'm gonna look this up. You should look it up. Help us learn things. Never leave this house.
It's called the Mayfair in Newcastle.
Played the Mayfair. Newcastle upon Tyne. It doesn't matter. We'll look it up. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Catch us Thursday. Blanco Nino.